What's crackling, everybody? Welcome back once again to the definitive cereal tier list. Each episode, we take a cereal, put it on the tier list, so you know how good it is. I'm your host, Tucker. In this episode, we're doing Lucky Charms Just Magical Marshmallows. Now, clearly, this isn't a cereal per se, it's just a part of a cereal, but I thought it'd be kind of a fun, goofy thing to do. Plus, with like original Lucky Charms, people always say, oh, the marshmallows are the best part. So it'll be interesting to see how they fare on their own. But speaking of original Lucky Charms, that is here at a C. I've kind of talked about it as sort of the baseline for exact middle when it comes to a lot of these cereals. So we'll see how it goes. Like obviously we've had higher Lucky Charms before, but that's usually changing the flavor of the base piece, not changing the marshmallows. So it doesn't really affect anything here. So, yeah, I imagine this will be, like, a decent taste, because the marshmallows usually taste okay. It just might be a lot on its own. Well, let's just get into it. It says there's, like, 4 servings in here, which I'm not sure I believe. I think I would spread that out a bit more. Oh. Okay. So I don't think I'm going to do a fourth of the box into this bowl. Oh. Okay, this is much smaller than the box made me think. Isn't that always the way? Are there specific ways to open this? Oh, okay. It's resealable, that's nice. Ooh. Smells a bit more cotton candy than I remember. I'm not gonna do a full bowl. Like that's seems unnecessary. That's probably fine. I don't want to go too crazy. A lot of powder fell out. Oh, interesting. We're doing a thing where the box has different charms in the middle. I got the unicorn. That's fun. Unicorn charm gives the power to add color to the world. I feel like that'd be a rainbow, but okay. Oh yeah, there's a lot of air in there and it's still not full up. Okay, do I put these back on? Is this anything? No, it's not. Okay, clear out some of this powder. And yeah, it's just a bowl of marshmallows. They look a little bigger, some of them, and they look like texture-wise a little different. Like I don't think this is the exact same marshmallow you're getting in Lucky Charms. Just visually and scent-wise. Okay, here we go. Oh, this might be, actually that's the same marshmallow. Yeah, I mean, it tastes like marshmallow. Again, feels a bit more like cotton candy-y than I remember Lucky Charms marshmallows being. But that might be because you have the base piece in there to sort of balance out. The full impact of this might not be there. But it's decent, you know. I am glad I didn't pour a giant bowl of this though. This is reminding me of, I believe it was the Cocoa Dinobites with marshmallows, where I was just inundated with marshmallows, far out, like outnumbering the normal cereal piece. But I think that case might have been a little more off-putting than this is, possibly just because I knew going into this I was going to be all marshmallows. But it's a lot. It's similar to that, where it's like, okay, maybe all marshmallows isn't a great idea. So, in your brain, it sounds yummy. In practice, it's a lot. Like, I'm tired a little bit from this bowl I had. And again, as you saw, it wasn't a ton. So, too much of a good thing, I guess. Okay, we got that sort of blue milk that happens a lot from marshmallows. See what it tastes like. Yeah, sweet milk. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of marshmallow taste already happening in my mouth, so it doesn't feel incredibly different from that. Just like a slight respite, maybe, but not a ton. I do not see myself having another bowl or even half bowl of just this again. I'm not too surprised to reach the end here and feel like, wow, that was a lot. I don't think I need to have that again. But, it was still interesting to see how it went without the normal Lucky Charms piece. I think I can say for certain now, it's better when they're both there. If it was just one or the other, not as exciting, but together works out pretty well. So give Lucky some slack, I guess. So what I'm going to do is give Lucky Charms Just Magical Marshmallows an E. There was a thought of giving this an F, but I don't think that's entirely fair because the Fs generally are things that are just bad. And this, it's just a lot. And like I mentioned in the beginning, to be fair to it, it is just half of another cereal, so it feels a little cruel to put this at an F, but I think an E, that I don't feel bad about. Like, that seems pretty accurate, because if you were to eat this just on its own, I think an E's kind of where it would be. Thought about giving it an S as well, just as a goof, but I can't mentally bear that weight, so no S, no F, instead just an E. I think this is going to be something I just hold on to and throw into other cereals that I think need a bit more flavor. Like, originally when I bought this, I was collecting the all brands, and then I was going to crack on the no brand, and I was like, okay, cool. I'll have this, and I can throw those marshmallows in there and kind of, make it a little more exciting. But because of the gap between these two episodes and the all brand episodes, I finished the all brand cereals before I got to try this. So now I'm not sure what I'm going to put this into, but it says they're good for like another 6 months. So if I have to try another kind of bland cereal, these will make a return. But on their own, don't think I'm going to do that again. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. In the comments below, post your general thoughts. Let me know if you've had Lucky Charms Just Magical Marshmallows and why I guess you tried that. And if you did try it, you can let me know what you thought. Like me, I'd assume you'd think it's a bit too much, but maybe you're super into the marshmallows, like true top 1% fan of it, and this is exactly what you're looking for. In that case, congratulations. Hope you enjoyed. But for most other people, it's probably going to be a bit much for you. Obviously, this is kind of like a silly idea, and you can see where they're coming from with it. But if you personally have a different cereal where you just want one aspect of it to be on its own, and then for me to have to try one day, you can let me know what that single thing is for you. Maybe it's a different type of marshmallow. Maybe you hate me and you say, I want them to release Raisin Bran only raisins and make Tucker cry. But whatever it is, feel free to share. But until next time, stay delicious.